They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the New Mexico Lobos, taking on the 16th-ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Lobos ready to get this thing started and open the season. On the run from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. So Michigan's offense will have the football first. And here comes, for the first time as a starter, this talented freshman. And Jesse, it seems like quarterbacks mature quicker and quicker these days, and they're ready to grab the reins.
Yeah, you're seeing it more and more. There's more high school quarterbacks now ready to take the next step and compete and perform in college football. But listen, I started as a true freshman back at Florida. I guarantee you he has so much nervous energy going right now because he has never played in an environment like this, and he has never played against competition like this either, Dave.
No, it's crazy, and that was 1920. So imagine now with all the technology, how much he's feeling the nerves. Obviously, all the eyeballs in the stadium is on him. Everybody knows what he's capable of, but he's going to be the first guy to touch the football. It's going to revolve around him, and that's a lot to ask from a freshman.
That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll move the tight end. The give to the back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously, some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Wide receiver going in motion. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Finds his man. It's Simpson. It's a seam wide open. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. And the Wolverines have their offense in high gear. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play.
Yeah, I think that's nice discipline by this defense. Doing a good job playing inside out, using the sideline to their advantage, kind of stringing it out, not giving up yards. This is a really good job by the defense, playing fast and playing smartly.
There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. The Wolverines are in the red zone. They'll run it from the gun. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air on second down. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
What an exciting way to start this season. This offense had a plan. They knew who they wanted to be, but you had to come out and execute it, and that was a beautiful first drive, creating some momentum, not only for this offense, but for this squad to start the season.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the New Mexico Lobos offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And greeting them as a linebacking core in the business of disruption, tackling with aggression. Any suggestions on how to work around them?
Yeah, I think you pray. These linebackers are fast, they're physical, and my favorite part is they don't like people. Like, they are trying to make physical tackles, and it starts with them in this defense against the run, blitzing, against the pass. They're all over the field, Palmer.
Yeah, and I think for this offense, you want to be able to establish the run. I think the big key for them is going to be working the double teams in the zone game and getting into the second level. You have got to try.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin, and you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this defense.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
And the Wolverines will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown Wolverines. A great catch and run for 6.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Finds his tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. And the Lobos can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32. Guys, let's talk a little bit about New Mexico. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat. And the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win. And if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Lobos with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now. Get ready for another one.
Quick completion on the out route. They'll get him out of bounds and mark it at the 21. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Hills. Buys a little extra time. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. And the Lobos have it with a 1st and 10. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. First play of the period, 1st down here. Here's the handoff. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, New Mexico! It's a much-needed life from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They'll start this drive going to the air. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Lost to fire on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Lobos! And they turn it into a defensive score.
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Texas A&M is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up in practice this week. They're up by 21 over UTSA. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
To the ground to try to move the chains. The Wolverines will keep this drive going.
3rd and inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop it. You better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls forward and does his job.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Wolverines have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Grabbed in the middle. It's Klein. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Completing a forward pass was much like solving the Rubik's Cube for Michigan a year ago. But now, Jesse, they have the nation's top recruit in Bryce Underwood, and the key is to develop him.
Yes, because he is the future for Michigan. There is no question about it. You just saw just 2 seasons ago when you've got a quarterback who's dynamic, who's highly recruited and developed, a guy like J.J. McCarthy, the sky's the limit for Michigan. You can win national championships. That's the hope for the Wolverines moving forward.
Handoff to the lone back. He breaks a tackle. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Those who stay will be champions, so said Bo Schembechler, and those who keep it on the ground churn out 1st downs.
Yeah, it's because it's a way of life, right? It's that physicality. It's going to be hard in practice all week. When you're at Michigan, it's going to be grind. It's going to be physical. That's who they are. They won't compromise. And if you get to stick around, here recently, a lot of success, too.
Tune in to the Ocho. 8th play of the drive coming up. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
And I'll tell you what, I like this defense's game plan right here. Drop back, make sure I got the sticks covered. If they want to throw it below the sticks, I'm going to come up and tackle you and make sure I get you to fourth down.
Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs. Dropping back, it's Hills. Pulls it in, it's Hall.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
The play-action fake. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. The Lobos headed quickly to the line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to commit.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And there he is again, another sack, channeling his inner Aiden Hutchinson against Penn State.
And that is high praise when you start comparing somebody to Aiden Hutchinson. Michigan, year after year, they find these dudes, man. The guys that will get after the quarterback. Hey, let's go, big fella. Let's go for that record.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Blair. He's not quite going to make it to the marker. They'll spot it at the 37, and now a decision on fourth down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Dead center perfect. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't... way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Underwood. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Got his man downfield. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up-tempo. Looking to throw on first down. He'll throw it. Caught near the sticks. It's Moore. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Forced out of the pocket. Trying to make magic with his feet. Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds.
Really nowhere for the quarterback to go that time. I like the idea of letting him try to run with it, but no opportunity to get up the field, so he just kept trying to use the speed going sideways. Defense took everything away, and a good decision by him to save a hit and just get out of bounds.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. And the try is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but left some points off the scoreboard there.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The new popular phrase for a favored team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting themselves in the foot in this game. But, David, I think you also have to give credit to the underdog in this game because they're just playing with more intensity. They look like they want it more.
Oh, dude, when you come out the gates in the first quarter, it's adrenaline, it's passion, it's being talked about as the underdog. As this game goes on, can they keep that?
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Looking downfield, it's Hills. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Buckley. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Ann Arbor. And the standout player on the defensive side of the ball has been that boogeyman back there at safety. They try to run it, he's filling the holes. They try to throw it, he's either picking them off or trying to take dudes' heads off. Good luck making adjustments. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the big house.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Wolverines will kick it away to start the second half. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Let's see what the Lobos offense has dialed up this time. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard.
Wide open spaces. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. Gives it on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Lobos want to move quickly.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. The Lobos can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Caught in the backfield, it's Buckley. Open space at the 25. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. And the Lobos, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Gives it on the option. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to throw, it's Hills. Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, New Mexico! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And I think he does a really good job here. Dropping back to pass, surveying the field, sees he's got some open space out wide. Dump it to your playmaker. Your running back takes the football. He does the rest. Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the field, making a play.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. The long missed field goal squashed any hopes of scoring on the last drive. They'll try to get something done this time. To the air on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Looking to the big tight end. Complete downfield. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, they're after him. At the 45 on his way. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Haynes. At the 20, he's got space. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up first and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this QB starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Finds his man on the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. So now it's second and long. Back to pass. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Humphrey. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42. See what they dial up on first and 10. Looking downfield on first down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
What a great play. Winning one-on-one, getting home and getting a sack. And that kind of effort is going to get the big house fired up. These 100,000-plus Michigan Wolverine fans are on their feet screaming because of that dominant play right there coming from their D-line.
Motion from the back. Dropping back, it's Hill. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. And they'll knock him down.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive game right away.
He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. The Lobos are rolling down the field. From the gun, running back gets to give. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32. Halfway there on first down, it's second and 5. throws and fires it complete to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Might be looking to run. It's a running room. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So first down will open up the final period. They'll try the run. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Send the tight end in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. Let's talk a little bit about New Mexico. Given the unrest surrounding this guy's future as the head coach, this would be a great way to get the season started.
Man, you want all the momentum you can get, and you want to quiet people down. You don't want it to get louder. The louder those murmurs talk about hot seat, and you have a tendency to lose your football team. It's a distraction. You have to talk about it all the time. So always nice, Palmer, to get off on the right foot.
You just got to be able to drown out the outside noise, right? Easier said than done. And with this win in week 1, they're going to silence the critics. But make no mistake, he's going to go into that locker room and say, everyone that's been talking trash about us all offseason, they're going to love us now. Don't pay any attention to that. All that matters is what's in this locker room. They've got to take that attitude forward.
Rush is on him. Touchdown, Lobos! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Going for the big play. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here. In the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
The Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Underwood. Spits it out to the back. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the first down. And the Wolverines with the 1st and 10.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Across the 25, he's got room. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing him. defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers, they can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electric.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Wolverines. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We will get another look at this New Mexico offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give from the gun. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And how about this offense, man? Being able to succeed, still winning without their bell cow, without their star being their star. This offense has not had a great game on the ground, but they're still in the lead.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. To the air, it's Hills. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And the Lobos will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Here's the return. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know, if you want to run the ball up the middle, you're going to have to block that guy. I mean, nobody even touched him, and he slanted right into the backfield, made the tackle for loss.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Makes the grab. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, we don't get a ton of top 5 matchups, so let's check out how today's Rumble played out. Ohio State found a way to pick up the W, and a win is a win. But this was not the type of convincing victory they've gotten used to in Columbus. Always interesting to see top 5 teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet at my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
The Lobos now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Hills. Catch in the middle, it's Buckley. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They'll back him up with a holding penalty this time. They've spent most of the day backing them up with sacks anyway. They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. From the gun, running back on the move. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And just just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
There he goes. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. And the Lobos line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So here comes the Michigan offense. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. The sure hands, it's McCulley. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Moore. Makes the stop at the 49. Give him 5 yards on the play and a first down. Pass completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Simpson. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Caught over the middle. It's Simpson. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. And the Wolverines come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Score is deadlocked, and the clock is winding down. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He'll pull it on the read. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
If I'm this defense, man, number 1, 2, and 3 is stopping this quarterback, and he's done it by air and now by land. Like running the option, having success. We got to get dialed in. He is the playmaker on this offense.
Touchdown, Michigan! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
And how about this offense, man? They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game and then let your defense go on the field and seal it for you.
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. Let's see what the Lobos offense has in store. Okay, 1 possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
Got to be smart. Can't throw in front of the sticks. Can't get tackled in front of the sticks. Make sure we're
and the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
What a fantastic job by the defense that time, forcing the incompletion. They've got the lead late, setting up 4th down. Can they come up with one more stop? If they get it, they might win this game.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Makes a catch, 1st down, and maybe a lot more. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. To throw, it's Hill. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Gotta find a completion on this one. And down he goes. Had a chance to pull one out of the fire, and the defense slammed the brakes on it, and that's going to do it. The old coaching cliche, go win-0 every week, and for the first week, they get it done.
That great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season, but 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.